My name is Rosina. I'm a banker, I'm a biker, an event planner. I let one out. Salsa dancer. Let's go again, don't worry. Hello. Once again, this is Salsarozie and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, I've gotten hold of Helena, our resident psychologist, resident counselor, however you want to look at her, from Cypro, Ghana. She's been doing amazing. I'm getting amazing feedback and I keep calling on to her anytime to come and help us out when I hear things. So usually what happens is that when I keep getting things and I see certain things running through some of these comments and messages, I feel like, look, let me just bring somebody in and let's discuss. Because sometimes it's boring when I'm talking by myself. So today I have Helena with me once again from Cypro, Ghana. Welcome.
Thank you, Rosie.
Very soon we have to do this Salsarozie and Helena show.
Oh, I tell you.
Anyway, so today's
nice.
topic, we are discussing assertiveness, okay? Assertiveness and how it impacts on our relationships. So as usual, being a professional, I'd like her to, just define assertiveness from a professional point of view. When we say assertiveness, what does it mean? Or someone is assertive, what does it mean?
Yes, thank you, Rosie. Yes, so when we say assertiveness, what does it mean? It means knowing your rights, your perfect rights, and not allowing yourself to be walked all over. To be able to give your opinions and make sure that your needs are met. See, that is what we mean by assertive.
Okay, so being assertive is basically just being able to stand
up
for yourself.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. So how does assertive, or in what ways does assertiveness influence our relationships? I don't know, I want to break it down into, bullet points, how it might affect our relationships.
Yes, thank you very much. Like, let's say you are in a relationship with somebody. You don't eat fufu. You've never eaten fufu before. By your wife, since you even started dating, you felt scared to even tell her that this is what you don't like. You don't like eating fufu. You feel those people who are not assertive always feel afraid. They feel, hey, if I tell her, maybe she would say, or I'm too snobbish, or that kind of thing, or I'm too dada-b. So let me just go along with her. Maybe if I tell her, she will say I'm too dada-b, so she can't be with me. She wants a hardcore man, or that sort of thing. So you just keep quiet. Now you enter marriage. Now he keeps pounding. Maybe she likes fufu. She's from the Ashanti region, so she maybe every 2-3 days she pounds fufu. You don't like it, but you force yourself to eat it. So at some point you start resenting her, you see, and you get angry at things, flimsy things that. And you shouldn't get angry, but the main thing is you are angry because she's giving you fufu, but I just can't say it. So just say it, you see. So that's
I think that most of the ladies are actually fall into this trap. Especially when they are looking forward to getting married.
Exactly.
So, in our part of the world, we wait for the men to sort of get ready to woo us and get ready to actually want to marry us. So you have people dating for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years. And, this thing, we say it as a joke, like she's being wife material.
Exactly.
And so how many years? One bundle and things. It's a joke. But I think that most of the ladies we have, especially those that are getting a little older, you realize that they start to lose themselves because they want to take somebody else's box.
Exactly.
So there may be behavioral traits they may not like in the other party, but they can't say.
Exactly.
There may be foods they don't like, they can't say. There are things they don't know how to do, but they'll start doing. So I know of somebody who decided when he was dating the boyfriend, every week you buy cassava and plantain and go and give to the prospective mother-in-law.
Oh, I see.
Because she wanted to win
the heart.
Now after the marriage, she can't sustain it.
Exactly.
And now the family of the man thinks she's being...
She's changed, or she's
changed,
wicked, or stingy now. Yes, this is a typical example.
Okay.
Yes. Because she couldn't stand up for herself. She couldn't show herself as she is, being confident. She felt she had to please her in-laws, soon to be in-laws, just to be accepted. So that's also one aspect of assertive. You don't have to be pleasing people all the time.
Okay.
So you have to be yourself. Let them know who you are. I remember I watched you, was it on TV or so? You made a comment which I really liked.
Okay.
And then you said, for you, you don't pretend. You don't make conversations just with your in-laws just because you feel you want to please them. You let them know who you are.
Exactly.
Yes. You don't pretend. You don't make certain comments which you don't mean. Yes. They may not like you at the end, but at some point, but it may get to a time they know that no, she's being real. She's not pretending.
Exactly.
So that is an example of an assertive individual.
Now, when it comes to assertiveness, don't you think that sometimes assertiveness is being seen as being forward, being rude, being arrogant?
Thank you.
Being disrespectful?
Thank you.
Because sometimes standing your ground, it screams all of these things. Because, especially in the African parlance, where you need to be respectful, you need to be humble, you need to be quiet, you need to be, when elders are speaking, you can't speak. When this, all these rules and regulations that we have as an African child or an African young person growing up. And sometimes some of these things are misconstrued for all of these things. What do you think?
Thank you. So there are 3 levels when we are talking about assertiveness. So we have the assertive, which is the preferred one. But let's look at the other 2, then we'll understand what we mean.
Okay.
We have the non-assertive. That one, you just let people walk all over you. Your needs are not met. You're always pleasing people. Now, the other end, the last one is the aggressive. The aggressive person's needs are met. But just that he's too he gets angry at when he's doing something. He does it in an angry tone, disrespectful, and he gets his needs met. But in the end, he hurts other people. So that is, for that one, it's not acceptable. But the assertive also gets his needs met, but it does in a diplomatic way. You see, he doesn't end up throwing his shoulders or that sort of thing, but he says he behaves in a diplomatic way, and in that manner, his needs are met. He doesn't end up hurting other people in the end. So it's the middle one, the assertiveness that we mean, but we don't want the aggressive or the non-assertive.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are some of the advantages of being an assertive person in a relationship?
Yes. Now, one, your needs are met, and you let the person know you for who you are. At the beginning, everything, I watched a video online on YouTube. It was a TEDx program. And there was a couple. They were very old in age. They getting to 90s, and they had been together for all this while. And they asked them, they gave a talk.
Yeah, what is your secret?
What is your secret? And they said at the get set goal, they let each other know them for who they are. They didn't pretend.
True.
You see, so that, like you said, when some of the women end up like she doesn't like washing, but she ends up washing for the husband and all that. At the get-go, you should let your husband know that I don't like washing, or so I prefer maybe we can get a washing machine. Let him know. He may end up going, but it's at the very beginning. So if emotions haven't gone into it,
there are no emotional ties.
Yes, but if you end up, sometimes he might not even go. He might appreciate you for that. If he really loves you, he would appreciate you for being honest and truthful. And that will guide your relationship as it matures. It won't be at a point you say, this woman, maybe you may be the type who you don't like makeup or polishing up, but you pretended because you wanted to be with him. But if you had told him earlier, he understands you. Maybe you know that maybe you have some allergies. Or that kind of thing. So he appreciates you. Not that you do it to a point and then you stop. And he said she's just left herself. She doesn't behave like how she used to behave at first. Only if he or she were assertive enough at the initial stages to have that conversation. Yes, I watched one of your episodes. Yes, and was it Mami Ekuya?
Yes.
She said you should have that conversation earlier on, and it is true. You see, let them know. And sometimes it makes them even make you. She's a confident person. The person, if he loves you, he would appreciate you for being honest. But if you hide it and you pretend, you'll be pleasing people all the time. How long can you pretend? So it even makes the relationship stronger. The person respects you. So another advantage of being assertive is that you gain respect from your partner.
Okay.
Yes. Like the example you gave on TV the other time, your in-laws, I don't know them.
No, we have, in fact, for me, I think I have the best in-laws on the planet.
Exactly.
I mean, my in-laws, I mean, I don't think anybody's in-laws are better than mine.
Exactly.
And there's mutual respect.
Mutual respect.
There's mutual respect. They don't overstep their boundaries. I also don't overstep my boundaries. So for my in-laws,
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's
Bra Oti and Auntie Magema. Okay. I mean, they are fantastic people.
Yes.
And I value them. And they are not overbearing too. So I don't see them, every week coming into my home, and they are not like that.
Exactly.
They keep a healthy distance, but they are available anytime.
Anytime,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
So one thing is that when you are assertive, you earn respect from others. Yes, because you don't let them make a fool of themselves. Because the person thought he knew you, or she thought she knew you, only to realize that you were just putting up a front or that sort of thing. It makes the person even disrespect you. It makes you see that you are not confident or that sort of thing. But when you are assertive, the person respects you. And one thing too that comes with assertiveness is that you create boundaries. I give an example. Let's say you're a person, anybody can just say anything to you and walk free. Nobody respects you, but if you have a boundary, you have rules. Me, I don't take this. Me, you let the person know what you like and what you don't like. So the person can interact with you better. So the relationship can be stronger because your partner knows that she doesn't like sleeping with the light on. So he puts off the light when we are going to sleep. He doesn't mind sleeping in the dark. So that makes the relationship even stronger. But if you don't let him know your needs, your rules and regulations, what makes you...
and he just leaves the lights on and then you are suffering in silence.
There'll always be misunderstanding.
Okay, so is there a situation where there's you have a relationship where one is assertive and the other is not, and then being an assertive person becomes negative instead of presenting as positive?
Yes. There's a likelihood that the non-assertive one will see the assertive one as strange. She would think, hey, who does he think he is? But on the other hand, the person who is assertive too does it in a way that it doesn't offend the non-assertive one. The non-assertive may see him as different,
but they'll respect you.
But the aggressive person, the non-assertive person will give him some form of respect, but will be afraid of the person, will be afraid of him. You see, because hey, we can't say if you.
So which means that when you are dealing with somebody who is assertive,
yes,
even though they make you know what they are thinking and how they want things to be done.
Yes.
They still create a healthy environment for communication.
Yeah, for communication.
For a healthy discourse.
Yes.
But with the extreme one, the aggressive one, what it means is that they just tell you what they want, how they want it done, and that's it.
Yes, and they end up hurting you in the end.
And they don't
drive away people from them.
And they don't they don't encourage a healthy communication about issues.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
They don't encourage healthy communication.
Okay. Any last things you want to add before we end?
The whole thing about assertiveness is communication. And in relationships, we know that communication is vital. So how you communicate your needs is very vital. So we suggest that you should go with the assertive communication style or assertive relationship style. So if you are in that situation and you need some help, you can contact Rosie or contact us at Psycho Ghana, and you can come for some sessions which would help you to become assertive.
More assertive.
Yes.
Okay. So being an assertive person is actually a requisite or an advantage when it comes to relationships. You learn how to communicate. You are actually putting yourself forward when it comes to relationships to let the other party know the kind of person you are, what they are getting into, so that there are no surprises for your partner. So being an assertive is good. But be mindful that you don't cross into aggression. But by all means, don't be passive. have an opinion, know yourself, know the kind of person you are, and bring it to bear in your relationships. Once again, it has been very insightful talking to you, Helena.
Thank you.
Should I give you more questions? Okay, let me get into my book.
Okay.
Let me see. What should I give you? What should I give you? What should I give you? All right. So, would you rather surf
on the sea,
or surf on the sea, or skydive?
I think I'll skydive.
Jump from a plane?
Yes.
I didn't think
it's a parachute.
Yeah, but I didn't think you would go for skydiving. I thought you would probably want to be closer to the ground.
No. Hey. I'm a little bit of an adventurous person.
There's a fire in you I never knew. Oh wow, that's amazing. I wouldn't have guessed this.
Because I always wanted to know how it feels like flying, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
So now the last one, I think being a psychologist, I don't know whether, I think I have an idea which one you choose, but let me just ask.
Okay.
If you had the opportunity to control people's emotions,
yes,
or to be able to control elements like fire, water, the air, which one would you prefer?
I think I'll go with the emotion.
I knew it. I knew you were going to choose that one. Okay. Yes. Should I ask why? Because I should know why, but let me just ask.
Yes. Ask.
Why?
Yes, because if I could control fire, water, and all that, though controlling emotions seems like being a deity of some sort, but fire, and sometimes when you get angry, I can just command the fire to burn people, and the consequences won't be good. But for the emotional aspect, I think it will be geared towards making us better people. Yes.
Okay. Also, it even make your work easy.
Exactly.
When somebody comes, the person is depressed, you say, get happy.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much, Helena, for passing through.
Thank you.
So I hope to see you again.
Yeah.
And prepare yourself for more exciting questions at the end.
Okay.
Now you know. So prepare. I can hit you with anything.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, this is salsarozie, and this has been my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep turning on your notification buttons, and let's do this. Thank you once again. Bye. If you do like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification button so that you can get more of this content every week. Thank you. Or every day, whatever. Is it okay? Okay. salsarozie.